What's up guys, C-Twan13 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at this awesome little LED projector that costs less than 50 bucks. And we're going to take a look and see how it performs, look what's inside the box, and see if it's any good. So, I'll have the link below for sure, so if you want to check it out before you even hear what I have to say, the link is in the description. This thing for me definitely obviously is not a primary sort of work device, so I'm not looking to give, high-class text-based presentations using this projector, because again, we know that the resolution on this thing, the actual resolution, not what it can accept, is about 320 by 240. So again, that's pretty, grainy for sure. But again, this is going to be something that's going to be nice to watch movies in the backyard or in your room or on a white wall or something like that. And again, it's going to be just for, maximum enjoyment using like a single device. So let's say you only have an iPhone or a laptop, right? And you don't really have a nice TV or a big screen and you want to have a large viewing area for a bunch of people. That's what this is really going to excel at. Because at the end of the day, picture quality isn't of the utmost importance, or especially like let's say you're watching a sports game or something and you're not trying to watch like a super HD crispy movie or something like that. Again, this is going to be much better for that. But regardless, it is nice to have a projector because there's sometimes where you just don't have an ability to set up or carry with you a giant TV, but you still want a big picture. And for a budget, this thing looks pretty good. We're going to see if this is actually as good as it seems. So it just comes in a simple box here. There's a couple different sellers and manufacturers I've seen online. There was another one, I forgot what the name was exactly, but there are less reviews of that one. So I ordered the one from the seller that had the greater number of reviews. But they basically seem like the same product. So it comes in this box, just slides out. There's a little piece of foam on the top there. And again, this thing is pretty small. You got your power brick here, which has a standard DC connector, just sort of a barrel connector just like that. But the nice thing about this projector is that it can also accept micro USB as a power source. Here's the projector. It's quite light for sure. I guess I'm a little disappointed that there's no lens cover, but I mean again, for 50 bucks, I'm already getting a lot. But yeah, the fact that it can be powered by micro USB, honestly, is a great bonus because again, that means you can power it with a battery bank for like a phone. So let's say you have a battery bank, a USB battery bank, you can power that. Even though it has no internal battery, you can still power it off of that. Whereas if it only had your DC import, you'd be hard pressed to run this super mobile because again, you'd be depending on this power brick. It also includes a remote. Now obviously this remote's all plastic, nothing super fancy here, but it is a infrared remote, so obviously you'll need line of sight to use it. It's not a RF remote. But the buttons are nice. It's actually a nice remote. So like a lot of times with cheap products, right, the remote will be one of those laminated foil type button setups, right? So you get just a laminated piece of plastic with the buttons underneath, and those fall apart real quick because that plastic just disintegrates and then pretty soon you're just pushing on a little nib with your fingernail. But this actually has nice rubber buttons on it, which is I'm impressed for that. Again, you've also got your component adapter here. So that's nice if you have an older TV setup or your output device is, let's say, an old DVD player or something like that. You can still use that with this projector. But of course, another nicety is, of course, you have your HDMI, and that is a full-size HDMI, not a mini HDMI, which is nice. You have a USB port to allow you to use a thumb drive or USB stick, and you've got your micro SD slot here, so you can plug in a micro SD card, and I think it takes up to 16 gigs, and this will allow you to play media off of that as well. So again, you can set up, let's say you want to go somewhere or you're on a trip and you want to be able to watch movies when you get there, and you don't want to deal with connecting your phone or any of that jazz. All you can do is get either a USB stick or a micro SD card, load all the stuff you want on there, put it in the projector, and basically your projector is now the media device. So you don't have to worry about connecting anything else except the power supply. So that's pretty nice. I see the bottom here, there's actually a little tag that says it passed quality control. So I mean, Obviously made in China, who knows, it is made to a budget, but hey, the fact that they even did quality control in my mind is pretty good already. Basic user guide here. I'm not gonna bore you with this, but I'll just say that Chinglish is not too bad. You can understand it for sure, and it gives you a nice rundown of the interface, because again, there is a rudimentary interface, obviously, given that you're going to be able to navigate even with just a media source connected. So basically, even if you have a USB stick or a micro SD card hooked up, you're going to be able to navigate through with the buttons on the top here. So you've got your power, your OK, and all that stuff, and this is your navigation interface. So there is an actual interface. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this manual real quick, get things set up, darken up the room, point the camera at the ceiling, and we'll just make some, I'll walk you through the menus and that sort of thing, and maybe we can play some videos. I'll probably have to end up playing one of my videos so I don't get copyright striked. But anyway, catch you in a minute. Okay, guys, so what we've got here is I've got the projector set up on the floor. It's pointed up at the ceiling. I wanted to leave the camera on the floor pointed straight up, but something about the OIS system on my camera is causing it to stop recording after 2 seconds, being that it's in a fully upright position. So this is gonna have to do. But basically, I just want to show you here, I have one of my videos pulled up, and you can see this is a freeze frame, and you can see obviously that that text is not that clear, right? But again, overall the video is pretty good, and we're gonna go ahead and show you what the audio sounds like too.
Into a headphone jack, and you also have lightning port charging, which means you don't need a separate micro USB cable to charge this case. You can use all your existing cables and plug-in accessories. So this was a big deal for me. Those two features alone would have sold me on the case already, given that it's waterproof. But then obviously the other thing is it's waterproof, so it's entirely sealed, IP68 certified, it's drop ready to...
So hopefully you can see that although this is no 4K projector, it's not bad for watching casual YouTube videos or watching TV or watching anything that you just want a bigger screen for, and you're not in an area where you can haul a big ass TV into for everyone to watch. So again, for less than 50 bucks, honestly, you really can't go wrong with this thing, because I mean, comparably, the next comparable projector of this size that you could get is going to cost you at least $220. So in my opinion, if you're trying to get into the small Pico sort of compact projector market and you don't need anything super high resolution, but you just want something decent that's going to do a good job getting a large picture, honestly this thing is a steal. So as always, links are in the description. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give me a like. If you want to see more, get subscribed. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below.